The time I was a youth, I've always been in trouble, I've always been a fighter, I've always had anger issues. This is what got me into my work in the first place in terms of mental health and wellness. My name is Halim Ali. I am the founder and the executive director of From the Heart Enterprises, and we are here at Bluff Lake Nature Center. Yeah, I've been working out here at Bluff Lake for about 20 years, personally. So this is my neighborhood, this is where I grew up. So I brought my guys here, introduced them to the center.
He supports his community and he supports the people around him. My name is Kaden Carney and I go to Elevation Cherry Creek schools and I'm in 8th grade. We get overlooked a lot of times, and not treated correctly as we should be. People are really starting to step up now.
This is about emotional support, spiritual support, mental health, all of that. This is not just running to get exercise. I can get exercise at home. You know what I mean? This is a brotherhood. So my name is Kenneth Crowley. I'm the founder and the CEO of the Crowley Foundation. We are here today at Bluff Lake. You need to see people. You need to love people. You need to hug people. So that's what this is. That's what this does for me. This feeds my soul. This feeds my spirit. Mental health is at home for us. You cannot survive in America and be successful without addressing your mental health.
I've been shot, I've been jumped, I've felonies, jail, drugs, homelessness, everything you could imagine I've been through. Sometimes when we encounter crisis, we feel like it's over. There is no life after crisis, but there is life after crisis, and this is what we promote, that recovery is possible.
Mental health is certainly being tested more this year than ever, so From the Heart launched a new campaign in direct response to many of the major issues we're facing, like COVID-19 and social unrest surrounding police brutality and racism today. So Halim Ali does join us now, and I want Halim to tell me more about the Heart Work campaign, why it's so important for Black men as well as others in Colorado.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me. As it regards to the Heart Work campaign, we began this campaign July 1st, 2020, and it's a 90-day campaign in direct response to COVID-19, police brutality, racism, and Black male mental health. In this current global climate, there is more need than ever to restore our hearts with loving kindness, compassion, and grace for the evolutionary building of humanity toward a healthy mental and physical collective well-being. Join us as we commit our minds, bodies, and spirits toward healing through acts of service, wellness, and mental health workshops. So what we have done in the beginning of COVID, what I recognized was a lot of people in crisis, a lot of people panicking, a lot of fear, and fear began to control the climate of the earth and the city. Right? I think this is the first time in history, correct me if I'm wrong, that it's been a global pandemic of this proportion. So when I began to, when my company began to see the disparities within our own families, disparities within our communities, disparities within the household of the young men and the young women that I would mentor, we realized that we had to do something.
The campaign is offering, because we often hear, especially with men, of men suffering in silence. So the idea of getting people to open up, talk about this, and what other help are you offering in this campaign?
Well, we have a 6-week workshop that ended about 2 weeks ago, which begins again tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. It is a virtual workshop and it's called 5 Protective Factors. And what we do with the 5 protective factors is we inspire strengthening families, and we talk about parental resilience, concrete support in times of need, social connections in this time of social distancing. We talk about social and emotional competence in children and knowledge of parenting and child development. It is a 6-week course, 2 hours a week, from 10 to 12 on Tuesdays. And you can get more information on the website, www.fromtheheartent.com. And we also offer a program called the Wellness Recovery Action Plan, which happens on Wednesdays from 10 to 12 also in a virtual environment where we concentrate on 5 key ethics or 5 key concepts: hope, personal responsibility, self accountability. We talk about support and education in terms of self-discovery.
I know many people would come to this, Halim, and they're trying to find out more, trying to learn more, trying to grow and help themselves. But I imagine
Yes, sir.
you too, as people have come to you, have learned as well. What are you hearing? What are you feeling as this COVID-19 and also this social justice initiative all come together? What are you learning?
I am learning a lot about myself because, like I said with the interview with Jeremy earlier, I've had tremendous anger issues all of my life. And the other day, as I was on a training, and a Black African-American male asked me, "Halim, why are you so calm? How are you so poised?" I'm outraged. But what I told him and how I explained to him, and what I've learned through this whole experience, is that he who controls the air controls the people. So what I decided to do was begin to control my air. I stopped giving the media my air. I stopped giving the radio my air. I stopped giving anger my air. I stopped giving depression my air. I stopped giving crisis my air. And I decided that I am going to make this time work for me and my family.
Can you give the URL, the website again, so people can find out where to turn on this one more time? www.fromtheheartent.com. All right. Halim Ali, we appreciate you taking the time, and we will hopefully follow up and see how things continue to go with From the Heart. Thanks again.
Yes, sir.